Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Brianna Rose, and I'm here today with Benjamin Dutcher, an accomplished singer, actor, and vocal educator who's been seen on stages across the nation and is also a performer with Theater Latte. Thanks for being here today, Benjamin.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So I wanted to start out with your performances. You've done many performances in the Twin Cities, and I was just wondering, do you have a favorite role that you've taken on?
Now, that's a tough question. Favorite role? I have done a ton of stuff with a lot of different companies, which has been a blessing. It's been awesome to be able to work as much as I have in this town. And I think that honestly, although this might be a cop-out, my favorite role of all time has been doing All Is Calm with Theater Latte Da. It truly is one of the most important pieces of theater I think ever created, and definitely what I have been able to participate in. But outside of that, I did a production of Assassins with Latte Da that was absolutely amazing. I did a show with Artistry, She Loves Me, which was, pardon me, excuse me, which was a blast. And I've done some work with Minnesota Opera. I've had the chance to do some world premiere productions with Minnesota Opera, including Manchurian Candidate, which was fantastic. And I played a little character named Bobby Lembeck in that. So that would be my highlight reel. But if I had to pick a favorite, it would in fact be All Is Calm.
Well, then speaking of All Is Calm, it's called All Is Calm, the Christmas Truce, of 1914. And I know that you've been involved in it since its reimagining in 2015. Could you tell us a little bit about your role in that?
Absolutely. So the beauty of All Is Calm is that we don't really have roles, so it's completely an ensemble piece. In our production, the most recent, and for the last few years, we've had 10 men, and the 10 of us interchangeably play a multitude of different characters, and so we are transitioning in and out of, being one soldier and citing them, and then going into singing a choral piece. And then going into singing a piece like we were actually the soldiers, back into another monologue. And so I don't necessarily have a role, but we do have tracks where we have specific characters that we're playing throughout the show, who are real men, of course. In case your viewers don't know, the beauty of All Is Calm in this piece is that every single word spoken in the show is real. Minus the very end, there's a little epilogue where we go back and reflect, but the vast majority of the piece is entirely pulled, pardon me, from letters and memoirs and correspondence and actual firsthand accounts of these events that took place. So yeah, that's sort of my role is the caretaker of these stories that I have been chosen by Peter Rothstein, the director, to tell. And that's the role of the other 9 men as well, as to interweave seamlessly to tell their story.
What an interesting idea to take real letters and actually turn them into a performance. Very cool.
Absolutely.
So I can see then why PBS decided to pick this up for a December airing on national TV. And I was wondering, how did that come about?
Absolutely. So like you mentioned, I've been with the show since 2015, and a few of the other guys have as well. And so we've been doing it annually since then. In its mostly what it is in its current iteration. We've changed it slightly from year to year, but the core of it has always been the same. And there's a woman named Laura Little, who is from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, who saw the piece and was entirely moved by it. And she said, I want to take this to New York. And so with her help, she produced it off Broadway. So in 2018, we were at the Sheen Center for Thought and Culture, which is in sort of it's not quite downtown, but it's off Broadway in Manhattan. And we were there for a couple months. And Laura had been in correspondence with the president and CEO of CPB, which is the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. And her name is Pat Harrison. And Laura was telling Pat about what we were doing, and Pat actually ended up coming to the show. And after she saw it, the story goes, she sent Laura flowers and said, "Let's put this on TV." And so after that, I was not part of these machinations, but luckily have been a part of the production of it. But I know there was a lot of back and forth starting to figure out how we could make this happen. And so WNET, actually the New York station of PBS, and along with the CPB, got the grant to produce this. And so WNET actually came out and filmed it last year here. So we performed it in the Ritz Theater, which is Latte Da's home. And WNET came, and we spent actually about three full days filming the show. We did it over 4 full times, and it was an amazing experience. And we are so lucky to have had the CEO of CPB happen to come see this show off Broadway and really make this happen. So. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That is fantastic. Do you know exactly when this will be airing?
I do, yes. So November 27th is the national premiere at 8 p.m. on Channel 2, TBT2. So that'll be a live viewing. And I think there's a couple other live broadcasts as well on TPT. And across the nation, PBS stations are all independent. And so I know quite a few of them have picked this up. So if you're not in the Twin Cities or you have family around, tell them to check their local stations and see when it might be viewing. But also, starting December 15th, it will be available to stream online on the PBS app for free for the holiday season. And so we are really, really excited about that. And I can't wait to have people be able to see it. So it's really exciting.
It is very exciting. Thank you so much for your time today, Benjamin.
Thank you so much, Brianna. I really appreciate it.
Bye now.
Take care.